Beloved Saints, today's 5-minute message of redemptive history is about the 3 high priests appointed by Herod Archelaus in the genealogy of the high priests from the 6th book of the redemptive history series, the eternal high priest of the covenantal oath. Herod Archelaus was born to Herod the Great and Malchus the Samaritan, and Herod the Great appointed him as his principal heir before his death. For about 10 years, from 4 BC to AD 6, Herod Archelaus ruled over Judea, Samaria, and Edom, about half the regions Herod the Great had ruled over, and he appointed 3 high priests. Nevertheless, the Jews' resentment toward Herod Archelaus built up because of his deeds, such as indiscriminately slaughtering about 3,000 Jews from the crowds that showed signs of rebellion during the Passover in the first year of his reign in 4 BC, deposing the high priest under the pretense that the high priest supported the rioters, and divorcing his wife and unrighteously remarrying. Eventually, the Jews reported charges against him to the Roman emperor, and Herod Archelaus was banished to Vienne, one of the cities in Gaul. Herod Archelaus appears in the Bible. The Bible records that Jesus' parents, Joseph and Mary, heard that Herod Archelaus had succeeded his father, Herod the Great, as ruler of Judea, and were afraid to go there. Thus they moved to the regions of Galilee and lived in the city of Nazareth. This is recorded in Matthew chapter 2, verses 22 to 23. Eleazar was the first high priest appointed by Archelaus. He was the younger brother of Joazar, the 55th generation high priest. The Jews had sent an envoy to the Roman Emperor Caesar Augustus, petitioning for liberty to live according to their own law. They had complained about the unlawfulness of Herod Archelaus and requested that Judea be annexed to Syria, so it would be ruled by a governor commissioned by Rome, not by a king or a similar form of government. Archelaus deposed Joazar the high priest with accusations that he had assisted these people, and he appointed Joazar's brother Eleazar. The second high priest Herod Archelaus appointed was Jesus, son of C. Eleazar, who became high priest in place of Joazar, was deposed from the high priesthood within 1 year. However, Jesus, son of C, served as high priest for 10 years. Before Herod Archelaus was banished to Vienne in Gaul by the Roman emperor, he appointed a 3rd high priest. It was Joazar, who he deposed after accusing him of assisting the rioters. When he was the 55th generation high priest, Joazar only kept his high priesthood for 1 year. When he was reappointed as the 58th generation high priest, Herod Archelaus was exiled, and Quirinius, the governor of Syria, accused Joazar of abusing his powers and deposed him. So he again only served for 1 year. Beloved Saints, before the death of Herod the Great, Herod Archelaus was appointed the principal heir. However, he indiscriminately slaughtered people for showing signs of rebellion during his reign of terror. He also appointed high priests as he pleased. During his 10-year rule, he incurred resentment from his people and eventually met a tragic end of being exiled by the Roman emperor. I pray that we will not live selfish lives without God like Herod Archelaus. Let us trust in God only and live humbly, giving glory to God. I bless in the name of the Lord.